two types of websites. There are third-party websites where anyone can upload any opportunity they want to seek helpers. So like, let's say I'm a cattle rancher in Australia. That sounds fun. I can be like, hey, looking for help, and post it onto a website like Go Abroad, which is the website that I ended up using. And then there are other websites that are like full-on organizations who have their own programs and cohorts in different locations. So IVHQ is probably the most popular and trustworthy one. I did a lot of research on them and I was about to go with them. I was looking at volunteering at like an animal shelter in Romania or gardening in Italy. Like what? So they basically have teams of people who go maybe like once every month or bi-weekly, and you join one of those teams and you'll have like a supervisor there. Like everything is under IVHQ. And IVHQ even has like support centers that are available 24/7 if you need help with anything, if you're worried about your safety. So it's like a very trustworthy way. So I was going to go with IVHQ, but then I ultimately decided that I wanted to go to Hawaii, and unfortunately they didn't have any opportunities in Hawaii, at least not when I looked. So I decided to just take matters into my own hands and go on Google. Really great that I didn't end up getting kidnapped. We're going to talk about like the safety and how to go about this in a safe way, but I googled like volunteer opportunities in Hawaii, and goabroad.com was one of the first websites that popped up. I clicked on it, and one of the listings on it was Kokolulu Farms. I think there were a couple of reviews by a previous volunteer on the website, and I remember there was like a photo of like a rainbow over this like grassy field, and I was like, yeah, I'm going there. So number one tip here is that reviews are going to be your best friend. I really would not suggest going somewhere that has no reviews. Whole encompassing companies like IVHQ, I don't think you have to worry about a thing. They have hundreds and thousands of reviews. You can talk to people and alumni, so no worries there. But like if you're going to go independently like I did, make sure that this is like a legit thing. There are people who have gone before and have posted about their experience, because it'd be so easy to traffic people this way. I just want to let you know, like, if Ted Bundy, so I made sure to type in Kokolulu Farms into YouTube, into Google, and just really research them and watch videos from other volunteers that have gone, and I was like, okay, this is a legit place. And I jumped on a call with the owners of the farm. Their names are Lou and Karen. They're like a sweet old couple. And I remember Lou on the call, he was like, the secret to life is to ask for what you want. And are you asking for what you want in life? And I was like, yeah, by knocking on your door. I've always wanted to do this. I was really in my Eat, Pray, Love era. I was like, you know, grappling with graduating from college. I had gone through a breakup maybe like 6 months prior or something. I was like in my Eat, Pray, Love era. When he asked me that question, I was like, okay, like I'm in the right place. Like these are my people. So Kokolulu Farms, they use a lot of old Chinese medicine techniques like Qigong, which is a type of exercise, holistic eating, positive, you know, law of attraction stuff to help with chronic diseases. And it was just such an amazing environment to be in, and to hear so many testimonies of people who had found healing, or at least some sort of like peace and joy. It was very much aligned with things that I had already myself been interested in. That being said though, it also pushed me way out of my comfort zone, because I've never gardened before, I've never farmed before, and the living situation wasn't bad, but it was very humble. It was very humble. You shower outside, you pee and poop outside. Nothing in the kitchen really worked. There was like a microwave and a toaster. They didn't work. There were bugs everywhere. Mosquitoes ate us up. Cockroaches. There were centipedes. I didn't see a centipede, but people had been bitten by centipedes there before. I prayed. That to me is kind of the perfect mix, right? Like finding an opportunity that kind of aligns with things that you're already interested in, but at the same time pushes you way out of your comfort zone and teaches you things about yourself and the world and other people that you've never known before. So about the day-to-day routine on Kokolulu Farms, it was about 5 hours of work every day, but we had like a morning shift and an afternoon shift, and we had like an hour to 2 hour break in between the shifts. Take a nap, just cool down. It got really hot and we didn't have AC. So we would garden, We would weed, we would rake leaves, clean roofs, we would feed chickens, we would check for eggs. I was in my cottagecore era. We would water plants. A lot of watering. It was a huge estate, huge farm. And then at night we would just eat dinner, we would talk, me and the two other girls, because we had like our own little like volunteer quarters away from Lou and Karen's house. The nearest grocery store was maybe like a 1.5 to 2 mile walk, like one way. And so yeah, a couple times we would have to walk ourselves to the grocery store. It was kind of rough, but it was so fun. Like it was the exact experience that I was looking for. Just like earthy, grounded, stripped to the bare bones, getting in touch with nature, getting out of my comfort zone, getting out of this like world that I'm so used to. And we were supposed to turn out the lights by 10, I think, to conserve power, because the whole place was like solar powered, which was amazing. So you had to conserve energy. We'd have to turn out the lights by 10. Like I would maybe go on social media for a little bit, and then I'd turn off the light and I would put my little reading light on my Kindle and I would just read, and it was just so I miss it. And compared to my past travel experiences of just like purely recreational, just going from place to place every few days, I feel like Hawaii was such a vivid experience. It was so memorable because I was in one place for 4 weeks. I got to put down emotional roots in a place. You know, I was visiting like the same 2 beaches over and over again, instead of like going to like all different parts of the island. And you know, those experiences of travel are really fun, like the go, you know, you get to see so many things. But I feel like volunteering abroad is just special because you get to stay in one place with the same people. That's why I remember the details of Hawaii like so much more vividly than those past travel experiences. Like those are a blur to me. They were really fun, but those are a blur. With Hawaii, I can literally picture it like so clearly. Make sure that you stay very open-minded and you're ready to be around new people and try new things. Like say yes when you go to these volunteer opportunities. Obviously don't say yes to anything that makes you like deeply uncomfortable, but like if you're like I don't know, like, you know, I don't know, just say yes. Like try new things. That's the whole point of volunteering abroad, is that you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, you're helping people. Say yes to helping people. You also want to make memories in this place, and if there are people around you want to make memories with. And speaking of people, I was very worried going in that I'd be like the only volunteer there, because obviously it was an independent program. So I was like, what if no other volunteers are there when I'm there? Luckily, I went and there were 2 other women who were my age, and it was just like the funnest thing ever. My roommate, she had signed up for 2 months, while me and the other girl had only signed up for 1 month. So when she found that out, she was like having a full-on like anxiety attack. She was just not doing well with the fact that she was going to spend another month here by herself, obviously. And so she was like, what do I do? Like, I don't want to let Lou and Karen down, but I don't want to be here by myself for a month. And here's where like communication comes in, and just kind of like recognizing when you're being pushed too far out of your comfort zone. It's okay to communicate with people and be like, you know what, like I don't think I can do that. I'm so sorry, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can stay here for a month by myself, or whatever it is that you're worried about. Like communicate with the supervisors that you're around. Just like a balance of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and trying new things and challenging yourself, because that's how you grow. But also knowing when something is like too far out there that like you genuinely just you couldn't see yourself doing at all and just doesn't sit right with you. So in terms of money, I had to pay $390, and it let me stay at Kokolulu for 3 months if I wanted to, just for $390, which is obviously such a steal, because Lou, he would actually like drive us around places. He took us to see the volcano, he took us to the beach a lot, he took us to like this festival in the town. We took care of our like own grocery bills and anything else like that, obviously. But yeah, it was worth it to me. I wish I could have stayed for 3 months. That would have been amazing, but I had to come back to like work. Last I heard, I know Lou and Karen are trying to sell the place, so I don't know if they're still doing the intern program, but if you want to shoot them an email and ask them if they are accepting volunteers. If you've kind of been on the fence about whether or not you should volunteer somewhere, I just feel like you need to, especially if you're young right now and have minimal responsibilities. It's like When else will you just be able to drop everything and go somewhere for a month or 3 months to volunteer? Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have more questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer. Okay, bye.